know the person. You've been friends for 5 years, but their Instagram has 3 photos, one of a dog from 2019, a blurry sunset, and maybe a black square. They don't post their vacation, they don't story their avocado toast, and if they get engaged, you'll probably find out through a carrier pigeon before you see it on Facebook. In a world where if you didn't post it, it didn't happen, these people are a psychological anomaly. We tend to think they're either boring, hiding something, or just bad at technology. But actually, the non-posters are often making a very deliberate and very healthy psychological trade-off. They're choosing presence over performance. So let's get into the why behind the ghost profile. First, we have to talk about the observer effect. In physics, the act of observing a phenomenon changes the phenomenon. The same is true for your life. When you're constantly thinking about the angle, the lighting, and the caption, you've effectively stepped out of the experience and into the editorial room. You're no longer at the concert. You're producing a concert video for an audience of 300 casual followers. People who don't post often have a high internal locus of control. They don't need the external validation of a heart icon to verify that their dinner was good, or that their life is moving in the right direction. For them, the high-intensity frequency of the experience itself is enough. Then there's the privacy as power dynamic. There's a specific psychological comfort in information asymmetry, knowing things about yourself that the world doesn't know. For non-posters, their life is a private collection, not a public gallery. This creates a sense of strategic autonomy. By not posting, they avoid the social comparison trap. They aren't competing with your highlight reel because they haven't even entered the stadium. They've realized that the less people know about your life, the less they can edit your narrative. We also have to look at the performing self fatigue. Social media is essentially a social script. You have to perform happy, successful, or aesthetic. For people with a low stimulation threshold, the sheer cognitive load of managing a digital persona is exhausting. They'd rather spend that energy on deep thinking or real-world connections. To them, a story isn't a 15-second clip. It's a 3-hour conversation over coffee where they don't have to worry about their personal brand. Now let's talk about self-signaling. Sometimes not posting is a way of signaling to yourself that you are self-sufficient. There is a quiet confidence in knowing you had a peak experience and didn't tell a soul. It's a way of proving to your brain that you don't need likes to have dopamine. You're hacking your own reward system to value the memory over the metric. Finally, let's talk about the fear of digital vulnerability. Every post is a data point that people can use to judge you, categorize you, or, if we're being real, advertise to you. Non-posters are often the canaries in the coal mine for digital privacy. They feel the aversive nature of being watched. They value anonymity as a form of freedom. They aren't lonely, they're just unsearchable. And in 2026, being unsearchable is the ultimate luxury. So, if your feed is a desert, don't feel like you're missing out. You aren't falling behind in the social race. You've just realized the race is optional. Are you a post everything person or a ghost profile? And if you stopped posting tomorrow, what's the one thing you'd miss the most? Let me know in the comments, unless you're too private to comment, which I totally get. If you want to understand the hidden psychology of our digital lives, hit that subscribe button. Put the phone down, live the moment. I'll see you in the next one.